Good morning, guys. It's your old pal Brian. It's Saturday, and the beeping you hear is from the goofy LiPo alarm. Well, I got tired of it, and I decided to read about Idle Up, and in doing so, I decided to put Idle Up on my bird. Now, you'll recall Idle Up, basically, they call it stump mode, but that's not true. Idle Up, in short, allows you to run at maximum RPM and use pitch only to adjust your altitude. So basically what I'm running at right here is about 90% throttle. So when I raise and lower my stick, my cyclic, I'm just raising and lowering the pitch of the blades and not the RPMs. The word is that rate or normal mode is great for when you're flying scale. But if you're going to want to do something other than scale, like just simply beating the wind out here today, you want to have it in Idle Up. Definitely more responsive. I did this is my second Idle Up with the Terror Pigeon. Definitely different. It's a little more twitchy, but once you get it up, you know, about 3/4 stick, it's kind of sweet. It is frankly more stable. See what we can do here without wrecking it. It is a little windy, and it doesn't make it immune to the wind, it just makes it easier on you. But yeah, I'm flying at about 90% speed, head speed. See how much more stable it is, because when you're doing the pirouette, it simply doesn't change head speed. It stays at 90%. My curves are basically mid-stick at 55, 90 and 100. Below it's 55, 90 and 100. And that's where I want to be, because eventually I'm going to want to do flips with this thing. So I'm trying to do muscle memory and train myself to fly it in Idle Up. Basically what you do is you get it on the ground, have it in normal mode. You get it at half stick. At half stick, mine's 55% throttle, and that's just before it wants to lift up. And then I go ahead and flip it over into Idle Up. That way there's no surprises. It doesn't flip and fall around on the ground. It doesn't really do anything other than stay at 55% at half stick. So this is my first foray into Idle Up, and we're running there again about 90% throttle range up here. Kind of cool. I did it one time with a Blade SR right in the driveway, right about here, and forgot that when you slam the stick down, if you're in trouble, it'll slam the bird into the ground and beat it to death. That cost me $80. If I did the same thing with this one, it'd cost me about $25. The Blade SR was a colossal waste of money. Not a colossal waste of time, because I was able to learn from it, but a colossal waste of money. Parts are so expensive, and only one company makes them, and you are going to crash. So fun stuff. Now I'm flying in Idle Up, and heretofore I'm going to teach myself to fly just in Idle Up. I'm going to do the settings for the Thunder Chicken the same, which is 100 starting from L or number 1 position, 90 number 2, third position, which is the middle, is 55%. That's basically liftoff for me. And then fourth position is 90% throttle, and then 100% is just that, 100% throttle. The pitches are 0, 25, 75, and 100. That's what it's set at. I put a pitch gauge on here, and it looks like my pitch is just unbelievably good. I don't know, it looks like I'm getting 10 or 11 out of the top, and I still don't quite know how to use a pitch gauge, and the same for the bottom, the negative. But man, definitely a more stable platform, because you're just, you know, when you're increasing your cyclic and decreasing your cyclic, you're not screwing with a throttle. There's your Piro. Isn't that sweet? So this is the progression. I should have done this a long time ago, but I was too chicken. Get it? Thunder chicken? Terror pigeon? I'm interested to see what kind of battery time I'm going to get out of this. I hear it's either the same or a little better because you're not screwing around with the throttle so much. But we shall see. I've been getting 8 and 9 minute flight time, sometimes 10. I think Dan's ahead of me on this. Dan's been flying in F mode for a while. So fun stuff. The Terror Pigeon Esquire. There's your Piro. It doesn't go nuts when you do it slow. That's sweet. Oh yeah, much more stable. You have a flat head speed. And what's nice too is if you're flying on a windy day, when you get down to around mid stick, you have negative pitch now. Well, of course, if you're one to freak out, then you might accidentally dump it into the ground really hard because you're driving it into the ground past mid stick, heading into position 3, 2, and of course L. You're going to kill the thing. Yeah, I feel a lot more confident doing Piros right now. A lot more. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, before I was losing head speed. Now Tony Skinner is telling me that my next step is to buy decent ESCs because they have governors on them that force these things to maintain a certain speed no matter what. That way you don't get into motor bogging. But kind of right now I'm in my infancy. I can see my little red lights in there telling me that I'm probably going to be at low voltage here soon. Can you see them? Yeah, I like that low voltage alarm. People use timers out at the field, but I tend to like my alarm. I don't pay attention to my timer. Yeah, much more stable bird now. Yeah, a little twitchy initially, but I think it's just me. Cool beans. Well, glad y'all could join me in my evolution, and I hope y'all have a great rest of your Saturday. And we're getting into low voltage, I believe. Yeah. Woo. Windy, windy, windy. Let's carry the Terror Pigeon home. Alright guys, gotta remember, mid stick, flip idle off. Happy Saturday.